What's going on, fellow Brickylians? This is Ol, and I'm gonna show you some basic tricks on how to get good at building in the current Brickhill workshop. In this episode, I'm gonna focus mainly on houses, but in future I'll focus on furniture and exterior and stuff like that. Okay, so when I build houses in Brickhill, I like to start off with the foundation. So I'm going to create some bricks that's about one brick, one stud in thickness, and just going to make something. I like to use this color for the walls of a house. I think I'm going to go with a long back, kind of like that, and I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to rotate it, going to go a little bit out, rotate that again, make like that. I'm going to make kind of like that, and imagine and okay, so now I've got my foundation. So now we'll need to start on the walls. So first I'm gonna mark off where my door is gonna be. I'm gonna have my door right about here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna raise the walls. I raised them about like six. You can see here 6 or like 7 or 8. I'm going to go with 8 this time. So I'm just gonna raise all these walls. And I'm going to be back. Okay, now I'm done with raising the walls. I'm just gonna do a little quick like that. Just make an entrance like that. Now I'm gonna start on the windows. So I'd imagine I'd have a window right here. So I'm gonna smooth this wall a little bit out, copy and paste this, move it like this. This is how I make windows in Brickhill. Just shape it like that. That's good. Now I like to have about 3 high right here. Then I make it about like this big. So I can make a window right here as well. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can fit 2 windows actually. So just gonna do the same method. Having one big block like that, like that. Gonna copy and paste. Copy and paste is your friend when you're building in Brickhill. First select a block, then click Control C to copy it, and then click Control V to paste it in. So I'm gonna make this 3 tall. And then one right there. Like that. And like that. Okay. So now our walls are done. Remember, this is a very basic and simple house. You can of course add many more windows and many more details and whatever you want, of course. So now we have to fill in the windows. I like to just take a brick like that, and I like to make it very bright blue like that. Go to transparency, and I usually make it about 120, maybe a little bit lighter. That, yeah, that's a good color. Just gonna a little bit like 140. Yeah, that's a good color. I'm just gonna copy that over here, and I'm gonna copy that over here. Now, to really add detail to your build, you can add kind of like borders around your windows and inside of your windows. I'm gonna show you how I make that. Just gonna take a new brick here. First of all, um, make it 4 high. Yes, this is a trick that I don't think a lot of people know about. You can actually use decimals here. So for example, if I want to change the thickness, I'll make this like 0.75. See, so now it's 0.75. Now I want to make this like 0.35, like very thin, maybe like tad bit thinner, maybe like 30. You want this very thin. Yeah, maybe a little bit thinner, like 25 should be good. 25, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this a brown color. And now we have to mess with the location. So let's take a look at, if we move this, okay, so that's moving. So, we gotta make this like, that's the wrong way. We're gonna make this like 80. No, we're gonna make this 90. We're gonna make this 98. That looks to be maybe like 99. A tad bit. Yeah, that's good. So now we have to change the thickness again, just to make it look good. I'm gonna make this 0.9. 0.9. So let's take a look at this size. I think I messed it up. 0.9. That doesn't seem to work. Oh, of course, I'm an idiot. 0.9. There we go. There we go. So I'm just gonna move the location of this. Okay, so wait, if I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna make this like 10.20. Like, this is a lot of fiddling, but you'll just have to try everything out and you get it in the end. So 10.10, then it's a little bit protruding. Like 10.05, maybe that's a good number. It's still a bit protruding. Maybe like 10 point, maybe like just 10. Yeah, 10 works. Now the annoying thing is that you can't select blocks that's inside of another block. So I'm gonna go all the way down and select my block again. I'm just gonna make this 10.01. And where did it go? 10.01. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna select this, take it up a notch, and I'm gonna copy and paste this. As you can see, this adds very nice borders. So now what you can do is you can copy and paste this again, and you can make That's the thickness. Okay, so you can make this one. You can make that like 0.25, and you can make the length 4. Rotate that. Make that like 0.30. Make this like 0. No, that's the height. 0.25. Gonna make this about 4.1, I think. Where am I? Okay, so if I do this, okay, so it's gonna look pretty weird. So we want to change the location again. Change it to 10. Just gonna do this. Change this to 10 as well. There we go. Just gonna make this go. And I'm gonna make this a little bit longer, I think. 4.15. 4.25, I think. Yes. Okay, so now what you can do is you can take this and you can just take that to the middle. Take this down to the middle. And look now. Look at the nice window you now have. Look at that nice window. So now we're just gonna do this. And we're gonna copy and paste this into here. Copy and paste this into here. And here and here. We're gonna make this 10.25. Oh, that was not right. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. Take that. Like this may be confusing at first, but if you can learn it, you can get the hang of it, and the windows just look so much nicer. So I'm just gonna finish that window, and we're gonna go to the roof. Okay, so I'm back. Just gonna do this like that. Yeah. So what I did, I just split this wall in two, and I moved this couple of studs forward because I personally think the roof looks much better than that. So I'm just gonna do this because I'm really lazy. I'm just gonna do this. So start by getting a long brick. I like to use gray. It complements this color, and make sure it's protruding one stud on each side. Now you just want to make a simple roof like this. This is very easy. Of course, there are other styles of roof, but I like to use this style of roof, especially with this type of house. But of course, you can vary the roof as much as you want. So I'm just gonna do this. This is a lot of copy and pasting, but as I said, copy and pasting is your friend. So like that. That looks good. So now we're gonna make the roof on this side. So I'm just gonna, because I'm really lazy, I'm just gonna copy. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna do that. Just gonna do that, and that, and that, like that. Hmm. Like, and delete this, huh? Like that. Okay, so now we have our roof. Maybe we can actually... No, no, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so now what you want to do, I like to do this, I always add an extra layer. And the reason I do this is, there are two reasons actually. First of all, I think the house looks much better with a thicker roof. Also, this is this helps to prevent the bug in the Game Maker when you can fall through the roofs. This helps to prevent that. So it's a very great method. I use it all the time. Just like that. Like that, I think. I think that looks nice. Also, I'm just gonna do this. Like that. I think. That looks good. Yeah, like that. So I'm just gonna do like that. Okay. So now I'm just gonna extend this a little bit on both sides. There. Now we can see the house is beginning to take shape. Now I'm a little bit bothered with this window, so I might fix that off camera by just moving everything a stud upwards, but I'm not quite sure yet. Either way, um, this is basically your roof. Now we have to fill in this empty space. And this is also just copy and pasting a bunch of bricks. So I like to just do this. Okay, so I'm back. I've filled up these 3 spaces. I've also raised, as you can see, I've raised the roof and walls a little bit. So now I'm really only missing a door, and I'm gonna add a special little detail on the roof right here, as well as chimney. I'm gonna add a chimney as well. So when I do door, I just like to make a brick that's like this, 7, I guess, and a trick to actually be able to walk through the doors, actually make this 0. Now this is non-collidable. This is a non-collidable brick. You can just walk right through it. So I'm just gonna make this a dark brown like that, but I'm also gonna add a little special detail. Going to add a little detail right here. It's a door handle, actually. So I'm just gonna take this one up right like that. We're gonna make this black. So now we have a door handle, and here's the house from the inside. You can actually look through the windows, and now I'm really only missing one thing, except the chimney. I'm going to make a nice little... This will just make your build look so much better. So I'm just gonna make this the same gray. I think it's this one. Yes. Yes. Leave this one up like this. Going to take it 4 like that. I think that's about right. Yeah. Going to take this 2 up. Actually, this 1 up. that. Yes. And I'm going to just like this. Actually, I'm going to do. I'm just trying out stuff right now. I think this will look good. So do this and this. And I'm going to add a little glass piece right here. I'm just going to put this one back like that. And I'm going to make it this, I think. You know what? There we go. So this is a very basic house. This was not meant to, like, this is not the prettiest house I made, but this is just to show the techniques and all the techniques I used. So, to recap, first, build a foundation. Then you build up the walls. Then you make windows and doors and kind of plan out where they're going to be. Then you make the roof and just finish up little details like filling in these 3 holes right here. And remember, the roof needs to be a little bit thick. I like it thick. So yeah, I'm going to jump over to one of my other BRK files and we're gonna examine the house and take a look at the techniques I used and recognize them. Right now I'm inside my Christmas building competition map, the one I won with. You'll probably play this, but we're gonna take a look at the techniques I used here. So, as you immediately can see, I used a 2 stud thick roof here. I think that looks pretty nice. I've also used the same colors for the walls and the roof. I've made those windows. They look pretty nice. And as we come around here, as you can see, these are the kind of variations I talked about. Like I did this variation where the roof was a little bit like slanted outwards. I think that looks pretty nice. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. You can actually Easter egg, not many people know about this, you can actually go inside this door again. Another technique, it's non-collidable, so you can walk through here. You can have a look inside, take a look out the windows, and yeah, in here on the gingerbread house you can see the little things on the roof, the little windows. And also, all my roofs are 1, or in this case 2 or 3 actually studs outwards. That's just depending on what you want to do. Remember, use your creativity. Don't try and copy exactly what I do. Just use your imagination. Yeah. Next video will be about the outdoors and how you can decorate the outside of your house. Add maybe snow like this, or maybe a pavement or icicles. So yeah, bye.